भक्ताय नमो नमः। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna, you're welcome for continuity of our Bhakti Vaibhav study of third canto Srimad Bhagavatam. We are starting chapter 12 today, the creation of the Kumaras and others. So in 11th chapter we have first the creation of the 14 worlds, and then the 3 type of annihilation, and then 10 type of creation. That was chapter 10. Chapter 11, the calculation of the time from the Paramanu to the Paramahan based on the space, the distance covered by the sunlight, which is visible, is 6 Paramanu, and then we know up till year by this calculation, second, minutes, hours, days, fortnight, month, season, Uttarayan, Dakshinayan. There's a difference of Pitra. Time of the Pitra is different than the time of the human, and the time of the demigod is different than the time of human. So then to answer those who live beyond the one day of Brahma, there is Kalpa. They are like Sanak and Bhrigu Rishi. So for that, to understand, we have understood the life of Brahma, the Kalpa of a Brahma. So one Kalpa of Brahma is 1000 cycles of 4 yuga. That much big is Brahma's night. And in one Brahma's day there are 14 Manus. And in each Manu's time there are different sages, Indra and all this. So each Manu's time is 71 times more or less 4 times the Char Yuga. Now then the Brahma's total life is 100 years. The Brahma was born in Brahma Kalpa. That was the first day of the Brahma's life, and by half of the Brahma's life, which is called Prarabdha, this 50 years is over. Now the 51st year's one day is starting. And in this creation, the Brahma was born on the lotus, so it's called Padma Kalpa. And so much life of the Brahma is unimaginable, millions of years, but as compared to the breathing of the Karundaksha Vishnu, it is insignificant. So Karundaksha Vishnu sleep, say, is in Yoga Nidra. So this Yoga Nidra is the function of internal potency of the Supreme Lord, and this is the number 5 of the 16 energies of the Lord, which start after 9. So this is called Yoga, and Lord sleep in Yoga Nidra. So now we are starting the creation of Kumaras and others. In this section we have first 2 verses. What is that? 5 time of Agyan. So creation of avidya or Agyan by Brahma in 3 verses. And because of that Brahma was displeased. Because this is a thankless task. Because this ignorance will cover the living entities and they make them forget Supreme Lord. So it's displeased. Then 4 to 6, 4 Kumaras. That is actually Vidya. Avidya, and then to counteract that, Vidya. So 4 Kumaras are 4 types of Vidya that we will know, Sankhya, Yoga and other things that counteract the Avidya. So he created that, so he's happy in that sense. But then he asked them to increase the progeny and they were reluctant. So he was disrespected. And therefore, then he became angry, he tried to control anger, which he could not, and therefore Rudra was born, which was passion and ignorance both. And then Rudra and 9 Rudrayana, and he asked them to create, and they create the ghost. They were coming to eat the Brahma. Brahma said, stop your creation, just wait for annihilation when your time comes. No more need of creation. So Brahma become, what is this? He become disturbed. And then he created 10 rishis. Next verse 7 to 10, Rudra portion is over. And then 21 to 27, various manifestations from the Brahma's body and mind, which means the 10 rishis and somebody from the best part of the Brahma, Narad Rishi and all these. And after that, there is and still after that he was not, he was feeling, what is the word here? Still there is something deficient. Creation was not increasing, so he was deficient somewhere. So then there is an episode of Vak, which is not of this Brahma's time. It was of the previous Brahma's time. After hearing Chaturshloki Bhagavatam, Brahma cannot become lusty towards his own daughter. So this is the Acharya's mood. It is from the previous Brahma. But since this episode, reluctantly, Maitreya told to warn the devotees that even Brahma can be allured, so what to speak of ordinary people. And then the verse number 28 to 33, the Vak episode is over, and then further creation of the 4 Vedas and creation of the 14th type of Vidyas and everything. But still he was not satisfied, so he created then the Satrupa and Swayambhu Manu, and then they started the creation of the 2 sons and 3 daughters, and then the creation continued from there. So this is the total 57 verses of this chapter. Chakravarti Pad writes, In the 12th chapter, Brahma, after creating Kumara, Marichi, Dharma, Adharma, produce a couple from his body to increase population. So this is the summary. Kumara, Marichi, Dharma, Adharma, and then produce the couple, Swayambhu Manu and Shatrupa. So now first Avidya. Maitreya Vacha Iti te varnitah kshattah Kalakshah Paramatmanah Mahima Veda Garbhovatha Yatha Sarakshan Nabodhame. Sri Maitreya said, O learned Vidura, as far I have explained to you the glories of the form of the Supreme Personality of Godhead in his feature of Kal, 11th chapter. Now you can hear from me about the creation of Brahma, the reservoir of all Vedic knowledge, Veda Garbha. So next, connection. Unless the living entity forget his real identity as the eternal servant of Krishna, it is impossible for him to live in a material condition of life. So, Brahma first created ignorance as a matter of necessity. Okay? Sa saragga agare andhatamasrim Attatamasrimadikirta Mahamoham cha tamascha jnana virtya. Brahma first created the nascent engagement like self-deception, the sense of death, anger after frustration, the sense of false ownership, and the illusory bodily conception or forgetfulness of one's real identity. These are the meaning of the words. So Brahma, the original creator, first produced the function of ignorance, tamas, moh, mahamoh, tamisar, and andhatamisar. Srila Prabhupada writes, before the factual creation of living entity in different varieties of species, the condition under which the living being in the material world has to live were created by Brahma. Unless a living entity forgets his real identity, it is impossible for him to live in the material condition of life. Therefore, the first condition of material existence is forgetfulness of one's real identity. First condition of the material existence is forgetfulness of one's real identity. And by forgetting one's real identity, one is sure to be afraid of death. Although pure living soul is deathless and birthless. This false identification with material nature is the cause of false ownership. Moh. The false identification of material nature is the cause of false ownership of things, which are offered by the arrangement of the superior control. The material resources are offered to the living entity for his peaceful living and for the discharge of his duties for self-realization in the conditioned life. But due to false identification, the conditioned soul become entrapped by the sense of false ownership of the property of the Supreme Lord. It is evident from this verse that Brahma himself is a creation of Supreme Lord. Brahma is created by Supreme Lord. And the five kinds of nescience which conditions the living entities in material existence are creation of Brahma. It is simply ludicrous to think the living entity is equal to with Supreme Being. When one can understand that, the conditioned soul are under the influence of Brahma's magic wand. Magic wand means 5 types of ignorance. Patanjali also accepts that there are 5 kinds of nescience as mentioned herein. Now Chakravarti Pada has given this detail. The functions of the ignorance has already been established. At the beginning of daily creation, they make their appearance in various forms, starting with tamas, directly from Brahma. Tamas means ignorance of the swarup of Jiva. Tamas means ignorance of the swarup of Jiva. Moha means identifying of the self with the body, possessiveness of the body. Mahamoha means applying possessiveness to object of enjoyment. Mahamoha. Moha is, it is my house, it is my car. Mahamoha is, this is family which I want to enjoy. That is Mahamoha. Tamasar means appearance of anger within the mental function when one's enjoyment is obstructed. Tamasar. Appearance of anger when enjoyment is obstructed. And andha tamas means an unconsciousness state brought by the anger. This means death. Not present in the jiva. These were created by ignorance of the avidya. Vishnu Puran says, tamas means lack of discrimination. Moha means mistaken identity in the mind. Mahamoha means desire for happiness from the material objects. Andha tamasar means death, and tamasa means anger. These 5 types of ignorance made their appearance from Brahma. In a Yoga Sutra, Patanjali says avidya, asmita, rag, dvesh, abhinivesh, which means ignorance is tama, false identity moho, attachment mahamoha, repulsion tamasar, and the fear of death andamo are all the 5 types of ignorance. So same words are differently named by the Brahma and by Patanjali. So these are the 5, इसको कहते हैं अविद्या के 5 पर्व. So Vishnu Swami said, ignorance of Swarup, false identity, hatred, fear and lamentation are actually only 2 functions of the avidya, avaran and vikshep. So actually there are 2 functions of maya, avaran and vikshep, but then it manifests in 5. Avaran is called avidya, tamas or agyan, and vikshep is called asmita, moh or vipriya. So there are different philosophers, they call this avidya by different names. But Brahmaji has called them moh, mahamoh, tamas, andha tamas and moh, mahamoh, tamas, andha tamas and tamasrin, tamasrin, anger. So next, last verse of this section. क्या? तो आवरण और विक्षेप, तो आवरण जो है वो अविद्या है और विक्षेप जो है वो मोह है. आवरण अविद्या, विक्षेप मोह. So the minds of 2 type of Abhiniveshtik, the qualities, where is there too? Vipraya, yeah. The avaran is called avidya, tamas or agyan, and vikshep is called asamita, moh or vipraya, viprayas. Vipraya means thinking something opposite.
State of consciousness, ये जो है वो हमारी चेतना की स्थिति है.
These are the 5 types of ignorance which influence our mind, or subtle body generally, mind particularly. Last verse of this section. Drishtva papyasim srishtim natmanam bhava amanyata bhagavadhyana putena manassanayam tato asrije दृष्ट्वा पापिष्याम सृष्टिम नात्मानम बहवा amanyata. But seeing this ignorance, he was not really pleased. Therefore, Bhagavad Dhyan, he was meditating on Lord for purification. Therefore, the next creation is called Prakritik and Vaikaric. Why? Because he was thinking of the Supreme Lord, and the Kumaras are born. So Kumaras are called Prakritik as well as Vaikaric. Seeing such a misleading creation as sinful task, Brahma did not feel much pleasure in his activity, and therefore he purified himself by meditation on the Supreme Personality of God. Then he began another term of creation. Srila Prabhupada writes, although he created the different influences of nescience, Lord Brahma was not satisfied in performing such a thankless task. Okay. Anywhere else you have read this thankless task? Maya. Where is that?
When Vyasdev sees in meditation.
Vyasdev in meditation 175. First canto, 7th chapter. Vyas in meditation saw Maya and the thankless task of Maya to bewilder the living entities, knowing they are a part and parcel of Krishna, but still she has a thankless task, right? So this is also Maya, but this is the Maya, one aspect of Maya, what is called avidya. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, but he had to do it because most of the conditioned souls wanted to be so. Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that he is present in everyone's heart and is helping everyone to either remember or forget. The question may be raised, why the Lord who is all merciful help one to remember and other to forget? Actually, his mercy is not exhibited in partiality towards one and the enmity towards other. The living entity is part and parcel of Lord is partially independent, because he partially possesses all qualities of the Lord. Anyone who has some independence may sometimes misuse it due to ignorance. So this avidya forces the living entity to misuse his partial independence.
Avidya forces or jiva desires?
Avidya bewilder him. Anyone who has some independence may sometimes misuse it due to ignorance. So ignorance is the cause of misuse of partial independence. When the living entity prefers to misuse the independence and glide down towards nescience, the all-merciful Lord first of all tries to protect him from the trap. But when the living entity persists in gliding down to hell, the Lord helps him to forget his real position. चैतन्य महाप्रभु के साथ कौन जा रहा था? काला चला गया भटारियों के पास. Mahaprabhu tried to bring him back. So similarly, Krishna wants to bring us back. But if we are still nonsense, तो महाप्रभु ने वहां से तो बचाया, फिर बोला जाओ यहाँ से, मेरे काम के नहीं हो. Right? So similarly, Krishna wants to give us good advice through scripture, through spiritual master, as a super soul. But still we are insisting to enjoy it, then he just give us the ignorance to forget him. The Lord helps the falling living entity glides down the lowest point, but just to give him the chance to see if he is happy by misusing his independence. Almost all the conditioned souls who are rotting in the material world are misusing their independence, and therefore 5 kinds of nuisance are imposed upon them. इसका मतलब अगर हम इंडिपेंडेंस का मिसयूज करेंगे तो अविद्या हमारे ऊपर प्रभाव डालेगी. Very simple. This is a philosophical principle. If we misuse our independence, then the avidya will influence our consciousness and we forget our real identity. So if we misuse our partial independence. Almost all the conditioned souls who are riding in the material world are misusing their independence and therefore Brahma created all these as a matter of necessity, but he is not happy in doing so because a devotee of the Lord naturally does not like to see someone falling down from his real position. Persons who do not care for the path of self-realization get full facilities from the Lord for executing their proclivities to the fullest extent, and Brahma helps in that process without fail. ये लाइन को आप कैसे समझेंगे? जो एंजॉय करना चाहता है उसको फुल फैसिलिटी एंजॉयमेंट की दी हुई है. आपको ओम पूर्णमद श्लोक ईशो उपनिषद का याद है? उसमें देर आर 4 units of complete. पूर्ण complete. The first complete, God is complete. Anything getting out of the God as a creation is also complete. Then complete facility is given for the realization of God. If you don't want to realize, then complete facility is given to forget Lord. ये 4 completeness है वहाँ, याद है? तो उसमें ये लाइन जो लिखी है प्रभुपाद ने वहाँ से लिखा है कि भगवान complete facility देते हैं उसको अगर forget करना चाहो तो. Because you want to enjoy, then he gives you the full facility. This and the following verse show how the function of avidya appeared in the form of, This and the following verse show how the function of vidya appeared in the form of Kumara and others from the Brahma in order to show that knowledge or vidya destroy ignorance or avidya. इसका मतलब ब्रह्मा ने अविद्या नहीं विद्या को भी क्रिएट किया और इसलिए विद्या से अविद्या को कांकर किया जा सकता है. Brahma and others who lived for the whole of Brahma's life entered into the Supreme Lord at the end of the first half of Brahma's life, first prarth. Just as Brahma appeared from the lotus on the first day in the second half of his life, as he did in the Padma Kalpa, the previous day, the Brahma made the Kumara and other appear at this time, though they actually lived for Brahma 100 years. इसका अर्थ क्या हुआ कि कुमार भी जितना ब्रह्मा जीते हैं उतना साल ही जीता है, पूरा 100 साल जीते हैं, परंतु 50 साल के बाद जो एक छोटी सी प्रलय में सभी भगवान के अंदर समा जाते हैं, जैसे हम कल कह रहे थे. सो नेक्स्ट पद्म कल्प जो आया 50 साल के बाद वाला, उसमें कुमारों की दोबारा सृष्टि करनी पड़ी. नहीं तो कुमार लिव एज लॉन्ग एज ब्रह्मा लिव्स. ब्रह्मा मनु की तरह वो जाने वाले नहीं है. कुमार आर स्टेइंग फॉर एवर. इसका मतलब ये हो गया, ये हुआ इसका अर्थ. Now next section, creation of the 4 Kumara. Sanak cha Sanandana cha Sanatanam Athatma Bho Santa Kumaram cha Munim Nirikshan Urdhvaretas. ऊर्ध्वरेतस किसको कहते हैं? Brahmachari. Creative energy, instead of going down, they just pull it up towards the head for self-realization, Urdhvareta. In the beginning, the Brahma created 4 stages 4 great sages named Sanaka, Sunandan, Sanatan and Sant Kumar. All of these were unwilling to adopt materialistic life because they were highly elevated due to their semen's flowing upward. तो ये ऊर्ध्वरेता थे, they strict brahmachari थे. Although Brahma created the principle of nescience as a matter of necessity for those living entities who are destined to ignorance by the will of the Lord, he was not satisfied in performing such a thankless task. वो previous verse का भाव. He therefore created 4 principles of knowledge. तो 4 कुमार क्या है? 4 principles of knowledge. What are these? Sankhya and Yoga, Vairagya and Tapasya. Sankhya, Yoga, Vairagya and Tapasya. So 4 Kumara represent 4 type of Vidya. And by that the ignorance can be counteracted. They incorporated, Prabhupada writes, they inaugurated their own party, which means Sampradaya, called Kumar Sampradaya. And Nimbark Acharya is the principal Acharya of that Sampradaya. So Kumar have their own Sampradaya. All these great sages become great devotees, for without devotional service to the personality of Godhead, one cannot achieve success in any activity of spiritual value. तो ये फिर कुमार भक्त कैसे बने? वैकुंठ में भगवान के चरणों से तुलसी और मकरंद वायु आई भक्त बन गए. आपका क्या प्रश्न है?
सारे ब्रह्मा के लाइफ में 4 कुमार रहते थे. सारे ब्रह्मा हैं. हर ब्रह्मा के लाइफ में 4 कुमार आते हैं.
हर ब्रह्मा नहीं, इस ब्रह्मा की बात हो रही है. हो सकता है और मैं हो, लेकिन अभी इसी ब्रह्मा की चल रही. 4 aspects of Vidya are Sankhya, Yoga, Vairagya and Tapa. These appear in the form of 4 Kumara. Since Vidya is useless without bhakti, Vidya Vadhu Jivanam. Vidya is Vidva without devotion. So Vadhu means having a husband alive. तो विद्या का जीवन है भक्ति. Also is present in the 4 items as secondary thing. Thus even the Kumara have the bhakti. Bhakti is the principal element like the Fab. कुमारों में भक्ति जरूर है, परंतु रियल फुल भक्ति है नारद में. Verse 5. तान बभाषे स्वभुव पुत्रान् प्रजासृजत् पुत्ररकाः तन्निच्छन् मोक्षधर्माणो वासुदेव प्रायणाः. Most important verse in this is Vasudev Prayan, because they were surrendered to Vasudev and they were on the path of moksha dharma. Therefore they did not accept the proposal of Brahma to create. So Prabhupada asked the question. Brahma spoke to his sons after generating them. My dear sons, he said, now generate progeny, but due to their being attached to Vasudev, Vasudev Prayan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, they aimed at liberation, Moksha Prayan, and therefore they expressed their unwillingness. The 4 Kumaras declined to become family men even on the request of their great father Brahma. Those who are serious about gaining release from material bondage should not be entangled in the false relationship of family bondage. People may ask how the Kumaras could refuse the order of Brahma, who was their father and above all the creator of the universe. The reply is that One who is Vasudev Prayan or seriously engaged in the devotional service of the personality of Godhead, Vasudev, need not to care for any other obligation. It is enjoined in Bhagavatam. Devrashi Bhutat Nrinam Pitrinam, this is the verse which Madhvendra Puri used to sing. Oh Sandhya Vandan, please forgive me. Oh demigods, please, I cannot do your puja because I have surrendered to Vasudev. So Anidev Moksha Mukunda, so anybody who is Vasudev Prayan is not obliged to do any ritualistic. So here it means Pitra. Pitra, he is not indebited to Pitra. There is no debit for the Pitra. He is already liberated. So in fourth canto, दक्ष के बेटे जो थे 10,000 हरियाशो और 1,000 शमलासो, उसको नारद ने कहा था एलोगोरी में कि तुमको अपने पिता की आज्ञा माननी चाहिए ना। तो उन्होंने सोचा अपने पिता की आज्ञा माननी चाहिए, ये तो मटेरियल पिता मटेरियल बात कर रहा है, तो हु इज एक्चुअल पिता। तो उन्होंने कंक्लूजन किया एक्चुअल फादर इज वेद। तो वहां उस एलोगरी में एक्चुअल फादर इज वेद। सो ब्रह्मा वेदों का आचार्य है, फिर भी वास्तव में पिता भगवान है, इसलिए उन्होंने नहीं माना तो कोई बात नहीं। Thus there was nothing wrong in the acts of Kumara when they refused their great father's request that they become family men. They were not inclined to produce progeny because karma yoga producing ignorance destroy knowledge. Because then they will be acting karma and that will destroy knowledge. Now creation of the four Kumara continues.
ये चार कुमार वो आता है बीच बाद में जब वो श्राप देते हैं तो डिवोटी नहीं थे, यहाँ पे फिर वासुदेव परायण थे।
वो हमेशा भगवान का अवतार है, डिवोटी नहीं, वो पहले से भगवान का अवतार है। ये सिर्फ दिखाया जा रहा है कुमार दे आर काउंटेड अमंग द इनकारनेशन ऑफ गॉड। भगवान के अवतारों में कुमारों की गिनती है। वो ज्ञान का अवतार है, यही का ना, विद्या का अवतार है। उनके पास भी भक्ति है परंतु नारद जितनी नहीं है। आपको आश्चर्य लगेगा, नारद भक्ति को दिया हुआ वचन पूरा नहीं कर पाया तो बद्रिक आश्रम में इन्हीं कुमारों ने उसको भागवत सुनाई। नारद को हरिद्वार में 4 कुमारों ने भागवत सुनाई और उस भागवत के अंदर भक्ति भी प्रकट हुई और ज्ञान वैराग भी नाचने लगे। सो ये दूसरा कहा जाए कि व्यास देव जी तो भगवान का अवतार है, वो क्यों डिस्पेंडेंट था? नारद ने कहा तब भागवत लिखा, वो भी तो दोनों भगवान के अवतार है। तो परंपरा की रक्षा के लिए, परंपरा हैज टू बी देयर। कोई कमी नहीं थी व्यासदेव ने, लेकिन परंपरा भागवत की स्टेब्लिश करना था। तो अब सो अवध्यातः सुतैरेवं उद्याख्याता अनुशासनैः क्रोध दुर्विषहं जातं न्यन्तम् उपचक्रमे। अभी अविद्या ब्रह्मा जी ने क्रिएट की और कुमार नहीं माने तो वो तमस्सन ब्रह्मा के ऊपर आ गया, क्रोध उसी को आ गया, उसी ने पैदा किया था, उसी के ऊपर आ गया। अब प्रयास कर रहे हैं रोकने का। On the refusal of the sons to obey the order of their father, there was much anger generated in the mind of Brahma, which he tried to control and not express. क्योंकि बच्चे बड़े एडवांस थे, उनके साथ क्रोध दिखाना अच्छा नहीं लग रहा, ऐसे लिखा है। तो ये प्रभुपाद जी ने लिखा है। Brahma is the director in charge of the mood of passion and material nature. Therefore, it was natural for him to become angry on the refusal of his sons to obey his order. Although the Kumaras was right in such an act of refusal, Brahma, being absorbed in the mode of passion and could not check his passionate anger, he did not express it, however, because he knew that his sons were far enlightened in spiritual advancement, and thus he should not express his anger before them. He tried to control his anger. He shows Brahma's Rajasic nature. This shows Brahma's Rajasic nature. Previously, his creation of Tamas and the Kumara shows his Tamasic and Sattvic nature. Previously, his creation of Tamas is a Tamasic nature. The Kumara is his Sattvic nature. तो वैसे तो राजसिक है, लेकिन कभी तामसिक और सात्विक भी हो जाता है ब्रह्मा की पोजीशन. नेक्स्ट सेक्शन, क्रिएशन ऑफ रुद्र. फिर आप लोगों को कौन प्रेरणा देता कि ब्रह्मचारी रहो? भाई सभी ऐसे करेंगे तो ब्रह्मचारी कैसे रहेंगे? तो शुरुआत में ब्रह्मचारी रहने की बात की गई क्योंकि वो अच्छा है. बन रह सकते थे, लेकिन फिर भी उदाहरण तो किसी को बनना चाहिए. भगवान का अवतार है, जैसे नर नारायण भगवान का अवतार है, तपस्या कर रहे, कोई जरूरत नहीं है तपस्या करने की. जस्ट टू टीच अदर दैट तपस्या भी हमारा धर्म है, ब्रह्मचार्य भी हमारे में से जो योग्य हैं उनका धर्म है, तो इसके लिए ठीक है. अब क्रिएशन रुद्र की. हाँ जी,
भक्ति योग के नाम पे कर्म योग करना पड़ेगा, जिससे कि इग्नोरेंस प्रोड्यूस होगा जो कि ज्ञान को नष्ट कर देगा. तो क्या ये आज भी ये होता है कि मतलब पहले होता था?
अभी भी होता है. सबका ज्ञान नष्ट है जो घर में. उसको स्वयं युधिष्ठिर महाराज कह रहे हैं, अहम ग्रह मूढ़ थी, मेरी बुद्धि ग्रस्त में अटकी हुई है. हम कैसे भगवान को याद करें? बड़े बड़े ग्रस्त जो है अपने आप को निमर बताते हैं कि हम तो फंसे हुए हैं संसार में. सारा दिन वो घर ग्रह के काम में ही फंसे होते. सही है, अगर कर्म में लगेगा तो अज्ञान जरूर पकड़ेगा और ज्ञान नाश हो जाएगा. राइट.
तो प्रभु जी, जैसे कर्म योग भगवान तो बोलते हैं कि ये बहुत अच्छा ऊंचा चीज है, लेकिन अगर प्रैक्टिकली देखा जाए जिसको करने की बात आती है बद्ध जीव के लिए, तो कर्म योग उतना फिजिबल नहीं हो पाता और वो बंधन का कारण होता है, इग्नोरेंस के कारण. ये सब क्या बात है?
कर्म योग स्टेप बाय स्टेप में फर्स्ट स्टेप है योग का, और उसके बाद आगे बढ़ना चाहिए. उसी में सिर्फ रहेगा तो कुछ एडवांसमेंट ज्यादा नहीं हो पाएगी. ही हैज टू गो टू द ज्ञान योग एंड ध्यान योग, or else he has shifted from the karma yoga to the bhakti yoga. Otherwise, only karma yoga, he will be again influenced by the ignorance and his knowledge will be destroyed. वहां रुकना नहीं है, आगे बढ़ना है तो ठीक है. धिया निगृह्यमाणोऽपि गुरोर्मध्यहात् प्रजापते सद्यो जायतं मन्यो कुमारो नीलरोहितः. धिया निग्रह, अपनी बुद्धि को रोकने का प्रयास किया. भ्रुवों मध्य, दोनों भ्रुवों के बीच में से प्रजापति ब्रह्मा के सद्यो एकदम अजायम तम मन्यो, उसका क्रोध बाहर निकल आया और एक बच्चा पैदा हुआ जो लाल भी था और नीला भी था. लाल रजोगुण है, नीला तमोगुण है, दोनों का प्रभाव था. पढ़िए ट्रांसलेशन.
The face of
Although he tried
to crush his anger, it came out from between his eyebrows, and a child mixed blue and red was immediately generated.
Srila Prabhupada writes, ignorance, below, say anger, same with exhibited due to the ignorance or knowledge. The face of anger is same, whether exhibited due to ignorance or knowledge. ज्ञान से क्रोध करे या मूर्ख क्रोध करे, दोनों का फेस एक जैसा लगता है. Although Brahma tried to curb his anger, क्योंकि ज्ञानी था, he could not do so, even though he is the supreme being. Such anger is in its true color came from between the eyebrows of Brahma as Rudra, in the mixed color of blue ignorance and red passion, because anger is the product of passion and ignorance. Just as Vidya destroy avidya, sometime avidya destroy vidya, opposite ho jata hai. To show this, anger or tamissar, the chief aspect of avidya, make its appearance as Rudra from Brahma, who previously produced Vidya as Kumara. Tanmanyu, who means anger of the Brahma, was brought under the control by his intelligence, or the Brahma and his anger were brought under the control by his intelligence. Blue and red are the color which represent anger. Savairurodha devanam Purvajo Bhagavan Bhavaha Namani Kurume Dhata Sthanani Cha Jagat Guru. After the birth he began to cry, इसके लिए उसका नाम हो गया रुद्र, रोने वाला. O destiny Dhata, teacher of the universe, kindly designate my name and place. कहाँ रहूं, क्या नाम है? अब ब्रह्मा जी क्या कहते हैं सुनिए. इति तस्य वचस्पाद्मो भगवान परिपालयन् अभ्यद्धादः भद्राय वाचा मारोदिस्तस्करोमि ते. All powerful Brahma, who was born from the lotus flower, pacified the boy with gentle words, accepting his request and said, "Do not cry, I shall certainly do as you desire." क्या करेगा देखिए. तदा अरोदित सुरश्रेष्ठा सोदवेग इव बालकः ततस्त्वाम् अभिधास्यन्ति नामना रुद्र इति प्रजाः. Thereafter Brahma said, "O chief of the demigods, you shall be called by the name Rudra, O chief of the demigod, by all people, because you have so anxiously cried." क्योंकि रोए थे इसलिए आपका नाम रुद्र है. और आप क्या हो? Chief of demigods, Sur Sreshta, Sur Sreshta.
जन्म लेते ही काम पे लगे.
हाँ,
जन्म लेते ही काम पे लगे.
क्या
पैदा हो गई काम पे लगे.
पैदा होके काम पे लग गया. हृदयेन्द्रियाणि असौ व्योमा वायुरग्नि जलम मही सूर्यश्चंद्र तपश्चैव स्थानानि अगरे कृतानि ते. My dear boy, I have already selected the following places for your residence. Halt. अब क्रोध बैठेगा हृदय में. The senses, the air of the life, the sky, the air, the fire, the world, the earth, and sun and the moon and the austerity. Srila Prabhupada writes, creation of Rudra from between the eyebrow of Brahma as a result of his anger generated from the mode of passion partially touched by the ignorance is very significant. In Bhagavad Gita 337, principle of Rudra is exhibited. What is principle of Rudra? अब Rudra principle आज सीखना है. Okay? What is Rudra principle? Krodha is a product of kama, lust, which is the result of mode of passion. Kama, krodha, udbhavam, vegam. Kamesha, krodesha, rajogun, udbhavaha. ठीक है. The most sinful and inimical passion is represented as ahankar. Most sinful and inimical passion is represented as ahankar, or the false egocentric attitude of thinking oneself to be all in all. Such an egocentric attitude on the part of the conditioned soul, who is completely under the control of material energy, is described in Bhagavad Gita as foolish. कहाँ है भगवत गीता में foolish? कर्ता हम मूढ़ा कर्ता हमें मन्यते प्रकृति क्रियमाणानि गुणैः कर्माणि सर्वसा। ये श्लोक है, ठीक है। The egocentric attitude is the manifestation of Rudra principle in the heart. अब हृदय में जो रुद्र को रहने के लिए जगह दी है, उससे उत्पन्न क्या होता है? क्रोध। इसको कहते हैं रुद्र प्रिंसिपल। तो रुद्र प्रिंसिपल आपका क्वेश्चन हो सकता है, क्योंकि ये समथिंग दैट यू हैव टू थिंक ट्वाइस, ठीक है। रुद्र प्रिंसिपल इन हार्ट वेयर इन क्रोध is generated. This anger develops in the heart and is further manifested through various senses like eyes, लाल हो जाएंगी आंखें, hands, legs, किसी को किक मारेगा, किसी को मुक्का मारेगा. And when the man is angry, he expresses such anger with red hot eyes and sometimes makes a display of clenching his fist and kicking his legs. ठीक है? His exhibition of Rudra principle is the proof of Rudra's presence in such places. अब आप बताइए कि रुद्र हमारे इन जगहों में कैसे बैठा है? ये प्रभुपाद जी उसका हमको एग्जाम्पलरी दे रहे हैं, ये याद करने का है. When a man is angry, he breathes very rapidly, and thus Rudra is represented as the air of life, prana, or in the activities of breathing. When the sky is overcast with dense cloud and roars in anger, आदमी गुस्से में जब चिल्लाएगा तो आकाश के अंदर आवाज जाएगा. ये आकाश में आ गया रुद्र प्रिंसिपल. Dense cloud and roar in the anger. When the wind blows very fiercely, the Rudra principle is manifested, and so also when the sea water is infiltrated by the wind, it appears in a gloomy feature of Rudra. सुनामी रुद्र है. सुनामी आए, पानी ऊपर आ जाए, ये भी रुद्र प्रिंसिपल है. Which is very fearful to the common man. When the fire is ablaze, we can also experience the presence of Rudra. And when there is an indentation over the earth, we can understand that this is also the appearance of Rudra. So रुद्र को कौन सी जगहें दी हैं? And how can you explain that? ये प्रभुपाद का पर्पट है, ठीक है. There are many earthly creatures who constantly represent Rudra element. The snake, tiger, and the lion are always representation of Rudra. Sometimes because of the extreme heat of the sun, there are cases of heat stroke, and due to the extreme coldness created by the moon, there are cases of collapse. There are many sages endowed with the influence of austerity, and many yogis, philosophers, and renouncers who sometimes exhibit their acquired power under the influence of Rudra principle of anger and passion. The great yogi Durvasa, under the influence of this Rudra principle, picked a quarrel with Maharaj Ambrish, and a Brahman boy exhibited the Rudra principle by cursing great King Parikshit. When the Rudra principle is exhibited by persons who are not engaged in devotional service of the Supreme Godhead, the angry person falls down to the peak of his improved position. This is confirmed as follows. और प्रभुपाद ने कहाँ से लिखा? ये अन्य अरविंदाक्ष विमुक्त मानिना असत्य भावात् विशुद्ध बुद्ध्या आरोह्य कृचेण परम पदम ततः पतन्ति अधौ अनाहृत युष्मतंग्रियः. अब चक्रवर्ती पाद क्या लिखते हैं, देखिए. Since the places starting with the heart arise from the ahankar, they are suitable place for residence for Rudra, who act as presiding deity of ahankar. अब ये दूसरी एंगल. हमारे अंतःकरण के 4 पार्ट कौन से हैं? माइंड,
मन बुद्धि अहंकार
इंटेलिजेंस, मन बुद्धि अहंकार और चित्त, दूषित चित्त। इन चारों के प्रिजाइडिंग डिटी है, कौन सी है? अहंकार की अभी लिखा है, कौन सी है? रुद्र। अहंकार की रुद्र है, और रुद्र का भी आराध्य देव कौन है? संकर्षण भी अहंकार की प्रिजाइडिंग डिटी है। संकर्षण भी है और रुद्र भी है। चित्त का कौन है? वासुदेव। चित्त का प्रिजाइडिंग डिटी है वासुदेव। मन का मून भी है और अनिरुद्ध भी है, और बुद्धि का ब्रह्मा भी है, हमने कल पढ़ा था, और बुद्धि का प्रद्युम्ना भी है। तो जनरली मन बुद्धि अहंकार चित्त चारों का कौन है? वसुदेव, संकर्षण, प्रद्युम्ना, अनिरुद्ध। ये चारों प्रिजाइडिंग डिटी है अंतःकरण की। और इसके साथ सुपर एडेड है मून माइंड के लिए, अहंकार के लिए शंकर रुद्र, और बुद्धि के लिए ब्रह्मा भी हमने चढ़ा, बुद्धि का प्रिजाइडिंग ये। और ये चित्त जो हमारे अंतःकरण में है, ये महत तत्व का अंश है। महत तत्व इज रिप्रेजेंटेड इन दी सटल बॉडी एज चित्त, पॉल्यूटेड कॉन्शियसनेस। तो यहां रुद्र प्रिंसिपल, एक और चीज आपको प्रभुपाद के पर के साथ यू हैव टू हेड। सो प्रिजाइडिंग डिटी ऑफ द फॉल्स ईगो इज रुद्र। In relation to the anger, the heart is birthplace of anger. When the anger increases, also reside in the senses as the eyes, hands and feet. This action is suggested. Residence in the prana means that the respiration in the nostril increases. Anger is represented in the ether by the ferocious sound of the lion, in the air by drying up, in the fire by burning, and in the water by flooding. It is presented in the earth by its transformation into various weapons. Anger is represented by the combination of elements in animals like lion, tiger, snake. Anger resides in the sun and moon in the form of heat and snow, which cause death. Austerity and also other practices such as Sankhya, Yoga and Vairagya without bhakti as protection become places of anger. Thus the prachetas are described as tapadipita, manyavaha, inflamed with the anger because of austerities. आए तो austerity करे, लेकिन क्रोध इतना आया कि जंगल जलाने लगे. So that austerity which has no bhakti added to it, it is Rudra principle, becomes anger. और इसके बाद अन्य अरविंदाक्ष वो श्लोक हमने जो पढ़ा, मन्यो मनु महे मनसो महान शिव ऋध्वज उग्ररेता भव कालो वामदेवो धृतव्रतः. These are the 11 names of the Rudra. From Brahma said, my dear boy Rudra, you have 11 other names: Manyu, Manu, Mahinsa, Mahan, Shiva, Rudhvaja, Ugrareta, Bhava, Kala, Vamdev and Dhritavratha. These are the 11 Rudranis. Dhi Dhriti Rasalomacha Nyota Sarapira Ilambika Iravati Swadhaha Diksha Rudranyo Rudrate Striyaha. O Rudra, you also have 11 wives like Rudranis, and they are as follows: Dhi, Dhriti, Rasla, Uma, Nyot, Sarpi, Illa, Ambika, Iravati, Swadha and Diksha. Next verse. This Rudra principle will go till verse number 20. जी नहीं, 11 रूप है उसके, उसमें से एक शिव है जो ऑस्पिशियस है, मंगलकारी है। रुद्राणाम शंकर अस्मि, भगवान कहते हैं रुद्रों में मैं शंकर हूं। तो और भी ये 11% है। ग्रहणैना तानि नामानि स्थानानि च योषणः एभिः सृज प्रजा भविः प्रजानामसि यन्पतिः। My dear boy, you may now accept all these names and places designated for you and your different wives, and since you are now one of the master of the living entities, you may increase the population on the large scale. अब क्या होता है देखिए, प्रभुपाद लिखते हैं, Brahma as the father of the Rudra selected the wives of his son, his living places and his names as well. It is natural that one should accept the wife selected by one's father, just as a son accepts the name given by the father. Or has he accepted the property offered by the father? That is the general course in increasing the population of the world. On the other hand, the Kumara did not accept the offering of their father because they were elevated far beyond the business of generating a great number of sons. As the son can refuse the order of the father for higher purpose, so the father can refuse to maintain his son in increasing population because of higher purposes.
This Rudrani is created by who?
ब्रह्मा,
Rudrani.
ब्रह्मा ने क्रिएट की रुद्राणी। सब क्रिएशन ब्रह्मा की चल रही है।
Or they are created in the Devata list.
They have their counterpart in a spiritual world, which they are in a pure form. One is there. Then when there is a material creation, they manifest here in a material form. All the principal demigods have their original spiritual form in the spiritual world. 16. Iti adishitva guruna Bhagavan Nilarohitaha Sattvakritaha Svabhavena Sasajatmasmaha Prajaha. The most powerful Rudra, whose bodily color was blue mixed with red, created many offspring exactly resembling him in feature, strength and furious nature. अपने जैसे पैदा किए, अब वो क्या करेंगे देखो. He created progeny with similar nature of violence, similar form of blue and red, and similar strength. हाँ जी.
ये 14 नंबर का आखिरी लाइन समझ में आया. Father can refuse to maintain his sons in increasing population.
What?
Purport का last short का.
क्या लिखा है? Father can reject to maintain the child if you don't follow
For the higher purpose.
for higher purpose.
Increasing population. समझ में नहीं आता.
नहीं समझ में आया प्रभुपाद ने क्या लिखा है, पढ़ो. हमको रिजेक्ट करना नहीं था इसलिए हमने कल सोचा ही नहीं. As the son can refuse the order of the father for higher purpose, so the father can refuse to maintain his son in a increasing population because of higher purpose. So the father can refuse to maintain his son in the increasing population. Refuse to, ये क्या क्यों लिखा है? क्योंकि अब रुद्र को भगवान कहते हैं नहीं पैदा करो, नहीं चाहिए. रिफ्यूज करते कि वो समस्या पैदा कर रहे हैं, नहीं चाहिए, हायर पर्पस के काम के नहीं है. तो ये प्रभुपाद ने बिफोर हैंड लिख दिया है जो अब कहने वाले हैं रुद्र को.
शिव जी का एक नाम है काल. शिव जी का नाम है
काल.
हाँ. तो 11 नाम में से एक नाम काल है.
किसका?
शिव जी का.
काल.
हाँ.
काल भी नाम है.
इसलिए अध्यायों में बताया गया था कि काली
काल का उधर नाम होगा तांडव करके जब करता है काल का काम है नाश करना, तो काल का यहाँ अर्थ नाश होगा, नाश करने वाला रुद्र तांडव।
और पिछले अध्याय में कि भगवान की जो शक्ति काल है उसको भी संज्ञा काली से लिया गया था, जो भी काल।
अरे वो काली भी लिखा है एक परपट में 6:2 में कि वो उस वहाँ काली का काम दूसरा है। उस काली का काम है जो एलिमेंट है उनको आपस में को ऑर्गेनाइज करना, और यहाँ काल का नाम है कंट्रोल करना। तो दोनों वो भी परपट एक एग्जैक्टली है कि भगवान ने काली के रूप में काल को 28 एलिमेंट्स को आपस में कोऑर्डिनेट करने के लिए डाला। तो काली भी लिखा है टाइम के लिए, वहाँ पे लिखा है एग्जैक्टली। तो उस दृष्टि से उस काली का पत्नी ये काल है, काली इसकी पत्नी है, ये काल है उसका पति है काल। इन दोनों का काम क्या है? मटेरियल वर्ल्ड की क्रिएशन को ऑर्गेनाइज करना। लेकिन वो जो भगवान का इम्पर्सनल काल है वो ये क्रिएशन के सारे सिस्टम को चलाता है। तो दोनों जगह पे काल काम कर रहा है, वो भी एग्जैक्टली है, एक वर्ष है। इति आदेशित स्वगुरुणाम, ये पढ़ा 15 पढ़ा 16 पे जो 16 रुद्राणाम रुद्रसृष्टानाम समन्तादग्रस्तान जगत विषाम्यान् संख्यशोर्युत्थान प्रजापतेर असंकरा शंकता। The son and grandson generated by Rudra was unlimited in number, and when they assembled together, they attempted to devour the entire universe. When Brahma, the father of the living entity, saw this, he became afraid of the situation. Generation of Rudra, the incarnation of the anger, were so dangerous to the maintenance of the universal affairs that even Brahma, the father of the living entity, became afraid of them. So he called devotees or follower of Rudra are also a menace. What is menace? They are sometimes dangerous even to the Rudra himself. Descendant of the Rudra sometimes make plans to kill Rudra. By the grace of Rudra, that is the nature of his devotees. ये रुद्र के डिवोटियों का क्या नेचर है? तो ये है, बाप बच्चों को कहेगा नहीं पालना है, खत्म करो, ये नहीं चाहिए, कि ये यूनिवर्स के लिए खतरा है। और हम इसको ट्रांसलेट ऐसे करते हैं, आजकल जो लोग गृहस्थी बच्चे नहीं पैदा कर रहे हैं ना, क्योंकि ये भी भूत प्रेत पैदा कर रहे थे इसलिए बंद कर दिए। ये भी रुद्र प्रिंसिपल ही है। तो कहते या पैदा करो नहीं तो बेकार हो, किसी काम के नहीं हो। अलम प्रजाभि सृष्टाभि ईदृशीभि सुरोत्तमा मया सह दिशश्चक्षुरभिरुल्बणैः। Brahma told Rudra, O best among the demigods, there is no need for you to generate living entities of this nature. They have begun to devast everything on this all side with the fiery flame from their eyes. And they are even attacked me. They have even attacked me. So stop this. 18. Tapatishta bhadram te sarvabhuta sukhavaham tapasyaiva yatha purvam srishtvaha vishwam idam bhavan. My dear son, you had better situate yourself in penance, which is auspicious for all the living entities, and which will bring all benediction upon you. By penance only shall you be able to create the universe as it was before. ये क्या है? In the creation, maintenance and dissolution of the cosmic manifestation, three deities Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. Rudra was advised not to destroy while the period of creation and maintenance was going on, but to situate himself in penance and wait for the time of dissolution, when his services would be called for. चक्रवर्ती पाद क्या लिखते हैं? Such destructive activities of Shiva are not beneficial at the time of creation and maintenance of the universe. Thus, he should engage in austerity, which will produce opposite results, creation as previously. Normally, one should say, just as you destroy the universe at the end of the previous kalpa, so afterwards you will also destroy it. Some person explained that in some kalpa, Shiva also acts as a Brahma and also create. Others say that statement means that Lord identifies himself as being one with Shiva, as he says in the following verse. By austerity I create, destroy and maintain the universe again and again. My power arises from intense austerity. 2:9-23. So दो बातें हैं कि शिव कैसे क्रिएट करेगा. इसका एक एक्सप्लेनेशन ये है कि आप शांति में रहोगे तो क्रिएशन चलती रहेगी, इसलिए आप तपस्या करो. The one answer. Second answer, in some millennium there is not right person Brahma, so Shankar act as a Brahma, so he creates. और जो थर्ड एस्पेक्ट है वो ये है कि कभी कभी भगवान अपने आप को शिव से एक करके मानते हैं. मैं तपस्या से सब कुछ करता हूं, तो ऐसे शंकर को अपने से एक करके बोल दिया है. तो तीन एस्पेक्ट हैं इसमें. जो प्रभुपाद जी ने प्रैक्टिकली पहला लिखा है, दूसरा सिर्फ पहला लिखा है कि बिकॉज यू डू ऑस्टेरिटीज, सो द क्रिएशन विल कंटिन्यू एंड मेंटेनेंस, सो दैट इज गुड इनफ एंड यू कैन ओनली कम फॉर एनहाइलेशन. तपस्या एव परम ज्योति भगवंतम अधोक्षजम सर्वभूतः गुहावासम अंजसा वंदे पुमा वंदते पुमान. By penance only can one even approach the personal Godhead who is within the heart of every living entity and at the same time beyond the reach of all senses. पढ़िए श्रील प्रभुपाद का परपट पढ़िए. 20 श्लोक के बाद ब्रेक करते हैं गायत्री की. यस.
Rudra was advised by Brahma to perform penance as an example to his sons and followers that penance is necessary for attaining the favor of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In Bhagavad Gita it is said that the common mass of people follow the path shown by an authority. Thus Brahma, disgusted with the Rudra generations and afraid of being devoured by the increase of population, asked Rudra to stop producing such an unwanted generation and take to penance for attaining the favor of the Supreme Lord. We find therefore in pictures that Rudra is always sitting in meditation for the attainment of the favor of the Lord. Indirectly, the sons and the followers of Rudra are advised to stop business of annihilation, following the Rudra principle while the peaceful creation of Brahma is going on.
Having learned austerity from you, the population will get deliverance from the material world according to the principle of whatever a great man do, others follow. Last verse of this section. Maitreya Vacha Evam Atma Bhuvadishita Parikarmaya Gram Patim Badam Iti Amun Amantriya Vivesha Tapasevanam. Maitreya said, thus Rudra, having been ordered by Brahma, circumambulated his father, the master of the Vedas, addressing him with 4 words of assent. He entered the forest to perform austerities. और आप भी गायत्री की ऑस्टेरिटी कर लीजिए, फिर हम आगे बढ़ेंगे. हरे कृष्णा.